What's up, my people with big penis and small penis, and people with no penis? It's Houseboat Live. That's Justin Olimpado.
That's Kyle Mocha.
And he's Mr. Zachary.
Shit.
Stormin'.
Oh, that's Brandy and Dr. Pepper.
I knew you were gonna wait till I said your name.
Shit, I forgot.
That was beautiful. No, that's if you're not gonna pop open a beer, you have to
drink a
chug
pint of the mixed drink?
whatever's in your hand. I think
That was
should be the
supposed to
rule.
last the first 5 minutes of the show.
Yeah. There you go. Here's a Miller Lite to
Thanks,
hold you.
man.
You got
Oh,
it. Zachary, Stormin'. All right, now the show's officially started. Welcome everybody to Houseboat Live. This is our third Houseboat Live. Justin, you made the comment earlier. It is weird to see the date on the previous stream be 2 months ago.
Yeah.
But we've been trying to stay busy in those 2 months. Been doing a lot of fun stuff, a lot of different things since the premiere, which was around the last time that we were live.
Yep.
We've entered the short into a bunch of film festivals. We got accepted fully into one and then didn't make it past the second round. But hey, you got to start somewhere. I was very disappointed to hear, I think I told all of you, we were not accepted into the Women's International Film Festival of Nigeria. We were not accepted by WIFOM.
Why did,
the Women's
Why did
International Film Festival of I applied to every free film festival that there is in the world. We did not get accepted into some weird, like, I don't know. I think it was like supposed to be only for like 16-bit style animation or something like that. But it was in Berlin. We didn't get into that. But we do have a bunch of other ones that the deadline to enter was like January 3rd, and then they don't tell you who's in until April 50th, and you're just like, that's not
April
a date.
50th?
It's not a date. I think that means May 19th, April 50th. I think that's what that means.
Yes, on April 50th.
You got to do the math, and you have to be here at this time. It's all hidden in the code message.
April 2000th.
Yes.
1979.
April 2000, 1979. Figure out what date that was. Be there already.
Did we get in the Time Travelers Film Festival?
We did not. We did not get into Time Travelers Film Festival.
My dad didn't tell me we did.
Yeah, he would have known.
Yeah,
he would have known. He's already done that
They're
time
supposed
travel.
to tell him when he was born.
It would have been good. I guess we would have all known then, way before we did this. And then we probably would have
sworn
done
to secrecy.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Your dad can hold a secret. I can.
That's wild. Like,
I can trust him with a film festival secret for 40 years.
What if you were born and like they were like that you were told like a secret, like it was written down.
Oh, and you
had like, this is your secret for the future that you can't tell.
Oh, but like, are you allowed to trade it in at some point if you really want to for like a deal with the devil type of situation?
Do you want to trade secrets?
Yeah, like
shit.
Hey,
my
man.
mom packed me a fucking string cheese again.
Oh,
you want to trade for your Pringles?
I'll give you my secret for that string cheese for sure.
You can have 2 secrets.
I want to get your secret too. So we've been coming up with a lot of secrets in addition to the film festival stuff. We've been filming.
Hey, at least we get to put stickers on the poster.
Yeah, official selection for at least one film festival. Yeah. We don't have to say we didn't get past the first round or the second round. Technically, we didn't get past. We don't have to
say what they said in the email back to us.
No, we can just ignore everything after congratulations. Now, to get back to the Women's International Film Festival of Nigeria, they sent an email that said, we are sorry that you have not been. They're very polite about it.
They were.
And then the next day, I got another email that said, "Congratulations, you have been accepted into the Women's International Film Festival of Nigeria." And I went, they changed their mind. Like somebody went, no, you need to undo that. And I was like, okay, that's cool, that's weird.
So wait, we got accepted?
No, and then 3 hours later, I got another email going, "We apologize if you received multiple emails. The first email you received is the correct one." And I was like,
shit.
You are...
I would have deleted that first one, but I got one email.
You're fucking with me, Nigeria. I don't like it. The women of Nigeria they're coming
How
for
do
me,
they know
man.
we're not Nigerian women?
I don't think it's for Nigerian women. I think it's a film festival in Nigeria for women of any background. And I was just hoping that that us having women in it worked. And it being about a woman worked, but I just think they didn't watch it. They saw Kyle no. So that sounds too Eastern European and Irish at the
This
same time.
gypsy bastard trying to.
The Nigerians really don't like gypsies. You know, they really don't.
What you actually don't know is your brother already made it down there, and they're like, nope.
Yep.
Well, his film got accepted.
Oh shit. Well, he's just more of a woman than I am, and I got to live with that, I guess. In addition to the film festival stuff, though, we did film 2 different things that we're going to be showing you guys tonight. One is actually already out. We released a sexy food eating video where Zach and his lady Anna, and then also Jen and Steve-O, friends of the show, friend of ours, friends to everyone.
Yeah.
They
Stan and Gino. I actually said that the other day.
Stan and Gino.
Yeah, Stan and Gino.
Stan and Gino.
Like, what? Yeah,
Yeah,
Stan and
you
Gino.
know Stan and Gino. That's their names from now. So Stan and Gino and Zach and Anna did a really good job in this video, and then I, with a little bit of struggle, edited a bunch of it together, handed it off to Justin, and then he crushed it out of the park. And it is a fucking hilarious video. It's already available on Houseboat, the YouTube channel, so you can find it there. But
stay and talk about it.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it, and then we're gonna talk about it before and after. If you like it, if you have comments, questions, concerns, because you might have some concerns.
If you haven't seen it
if
yet.
you haven't seen it, you might have immediate concerns. But we're gonna be getting
My
to that.
mom said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't watch the video that came out yesterday." I said, "Mom, maybe this isn't the video that you need to watch."
I don't think this is the one that you go to.
Actually, I did some laundry over there after that.
Yeah.
And I'm going through some of my clothes, and I'm like, hold it up. I'm like, that's not blood, Mom. Mom, I'm just borrowing your washing machine. It's not blood. It's spaghetti sauce.
I swear.
She's like, you and your friends. I don't understand your art.
It's art. It is art. I'm glad she
was
at least
dinner.
accepts it. It was art dinner. It was dinner for art. Or art for dinner. I don't know which one. You
Dinner
decide.
for artists.
Dinner for artists.
I don't know what that is, but that's
it'll be
a
something.
phrase that I like.
Dinner for artists?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's just like tapas sounds like something that'd be a dinner. It's a little bit of everything, you know? It's brunch, but for dinner.
Dinner for artists and artists for dinner. So we get a bunch of artists to come to a fake restaurant
And then
where
we kill them.
kill one of them
Yeah,
and
and
serve them to the. They have to make art out of the mess of food that we make out of one of their own.
We should call the restaurant Labanos. That's Hannibal's backwards.
Oh, I don't know any
Labanos.
artists though.
What?
I don't know any artists.
Me neither. We don't have any artist friends. But yeah, we do have Steph and Geno, or whatever the hell you call them.
Gino.
Gino and Sten. They did also our What Are We Drinking video that we're going to be premiering for you guys in a little bit. That one is not out yet. It'll be out in the next week or so on our YouTube channel. But we've got some drinking that we're going to be getting to a little bit, but I did want to say, jump into this topic briefly, not to spend too much time, because we got a lot of show for you tonight. It is hard to ignore that 2 days ago was the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And it was the Super Bowl with arguably, according to many people, the best halftime show ever. Second only maybe to Prince, which I'll give him that. I say maybe third only Prince, Bruno Mars, than them. I love the Bruno Mars.
I thought the Weeknd's
was good. Weekends was really good. I honestly am surprised that like Post Malone hasn't done one yet, because he's got so many songs that
He did one in Pokemon, which is arguably fucking more prestigious than the Super Bowl.
Well, I mean,
Fair
depends on who's arguing. I have no argument for
when
either.
you look, we were talking about this earlier. When you look at a performance at the Super Bowl, you're only getting snippets of songs. It's not an actual.
Unless you get like when like something like Bon Jovi or Paul McCartney. Well, Paul McCartney even doesn't do his full like 7-minute version of Hey Jude when he does like a 2.5 to a minute and a half.
Did
to
you
2.5
see that
version.
meme that said this is only for people born from like 80 to 90? It was like, oh, I'm so excited for the halftime show. They're finally doing something for us young people, not Aerosmith or The Who. And then 10 seconds later, you realize, no, we're old people. Yep, they did it for us, and we are the old people they did it for.
Yeah, we're the old people now. It's the comment I keep making, that if you have a state theater or a local, not local theater necessarily, but like a big, in Pennsylvania, I can think of the Easton State Theater, something like that, where like the Eagles would tour when your parents, when you were like a kid, and your parents were like, oh, I'm going to go see the Eagles, or I'm going to go see, Hall & Oates. Like, and when we were kids, you're like, yeah, of course, because you need a chair to sit down. And now it's like, as I lay dying, this weekend at Montage Mountain, lawn chairs available. And I'm like, yeah.
Dude,
That
I saw
sounds comfortable.
Slayer's farewell tour at Montage. My ass in a seat.
Yep.
Adirondack chair
Oh yeah.
for the win for sure. But I was
Drinking IPAs like old people.
You got it. You gotta live.
You
You
gotta
gotta
keep
live the
warm
old
because you're
man
not
life.
moving around.
Because you can't move around.
If you
And
needed a special pass to get in the pit, I think they just like fucking looked at you like you're not tough
The
enough.
pass was they literally did a reflex check on your knee. Yes.
they looked at your ID. They're like, yeah, you were born when their first album came out, so you have to sit in the back.
If you have a 9 on your ID at all, they just don't let you in. They're just like, nope, sorry, 19. No. You gotta be.
We're all 19.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
I get it.
So we are old, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I ID'd a kid the other day, and the comment I made to him was, "Wow, when you were born, George Bush was president," because he was born like a week after he was born in January of 2001, and I was like, "This is fucking terrible." But speaking of old people and things for old people, going back to the halftime show,
Right.
this was, and I didn't realize at first, I knew it was the Rams. I didn't realize they were playing at home in L.A.
Yeah.
And that's only the second time that's happened, and it's been 2
Back to
years
back.
in a row, the Bucks and then Tampa Bay,
Yeah.
which is crazy. But once I saw that, I went, oh, okay, it makes sense why we've got a Dre Central, like they're bringing it to L.A. Totally makes sense, Dre, Snoop Dogg, and then everybody that worked underneath him. Is there, Zach, you know way more about rap than I do. Is there anybody that you think was snubbed from the lineup that should have been? Because I've been seeing people say Ice Cube should have been
Yeah.
on that.
Ice Cube traded his gangster cred in
For
What?
Disney.
for
He
Disney,
did.
bro.
Wait, whoa. Are you telling me, are we there yet? 1 and 2 are not like
I'm not
street
saying
cred?
they're not good movies.
But
I'm just saying,
I am.
Ice
But they're
Cube-
street cred.
Ice Cube is not. Ice Cube is not a gangster anymore.
So he can't hang with Dre anymore.
I mean, Snoop Dogg. At
Snoop
the same
Dogg-
time, he's hanging out with Martha Stewart doing
Well,
cooking
that's
shit.
what-
But
and-
but
Yeah,
Yeah, but Martha
technically,
Stewart is pretty gangster.
Yeah,
More
she's-
gangster than Snoop
that
Dogg,
is true.
technically, if we're going
That
off
is
of
true.
the jail record.
that
Also,
is true.
I mean,
Because a lot of people are saying Kendrick didn't necessarily make the
I
same.
do
what
feel
I,
like-
what I wanted, where was Exhibit?
Yeah, true.
Where was Exhibit?
True.
Is what I wanted. man.
I'll say I was honestly shocked because not knowing all the connections. I was shocked 50 Cent was on there because to me he's East Coast,
Yeah, but
and,
that's
and I didn't
but-
know his connection to Dre at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dre,
okay.
And that's why he came out upside down.
Yeah.
Which is a video from.
Oh yeah,
And that was a Dr. Dre song.
Okay, did not
Well,
make
Dr.
that
produced
connection,
the
and then
song,
I
yeah.
just assumed all of it. So you don't think, is there anybody that was like hardcore snub that you thought should have been there, or anybody that like did you think because I don't know anything about Kendrick Lamar. Was that a good song for him to choose? Was that a popular song? Was that like
I mean,
more of
for
a statement piece?
one,
'Cause
they
I could
did
tell it
need
was a
somebody
statement
younger.
piece.
They needed somebody that younger for younger generations to be there. But as I didn't know this either, but I guess his first big moves in the career. I don't know if he's still
Yeah.
with Dre or not, but Dre is
But
the one.
Kendrick's from Compton.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
So, yeah, not knowing much about him, I was just kind of curious about that. Then my
I
brain,
had some problems with song selection more than anything. Forgot about Dre. Cool.
Yeah.
Great. The whole because the way that they really pushed the ads was like when they had Eminem up, like Slim Shady, and then it fucking ends up being Lose Yourself, and I'm like, okay, that's great, but you could have picked any. Like
Well,
you
you had
could
to play a
picked
song
fucking
that
anything.
your parents would know.
yeah, that's what I was saying.
I
If
mean,
you- I
you know what I mean?
guarantee you-
If Lose Yourself comes on, my mom goes, "Oh, that's
They
Eminem."
needed the most
You know what I
recognizable
mean?
song for him to come up to.
I understand, but I guarantee you more older people know an Eminem song at this point.
True.
than Just Lose Yourself.
But that opening, when he pulls up, I gotta say, that is probably the most epic thing for him to choose. Like, if you only had one life, that whole one choice, whatever that fucking speech is. Him coming up to that, to me, being I just know what the mainstream hits are in hip hop. That made sense to me.
Sure.
So I started going down a little bit of a hole after, a little bit of a wormhole after this. My thoughts led me to, okay, if there was an East Coast version of this, if the New York Jets or the New York Giants were
It
playing
would be
and it was
Biggie.
at home, obviously they would.
He's dead, bro.
But
I know,
they
but there
did an
would be
homage
some
to
inclusion.
Tupac in there with when
You
Dre's
get
playing
P.
the piano and
Diddy
everything.
or Diddy,
Do you
whatever the
think
fuck
it'd
he
be
goes
P.
by.
Diddy? Do you think it'd be Jay-Z? Do
Well,
you think it'd
Jay-Z
be...
did one, didn't he?
I think
Yeah,
he
I think he
did
did.
at some
It's
point.
that Super Bowl curse where I can't fucking remember.
Oh no.
Like, I have to look it up every year. I can't remember
I'll let you know right now.
who played the...
I only remember Maroon 5 because we wrote a song about it.
Because we wrote a song about
That's
it.
the only reason. And Bruno Mars because it was amazing. It was
Jay
really
did
one. Of the
one. He did one. I know he did one.
But Snoop Dogg's also been in a Super Bowl because he did the Katy
No,
Perry
he has
one.
not. He has
He
not.
didn't?
Ever
He did
done
not?
that.
No? Okay, I definitely thought he had done one in New York when they had that weird Super Bowl that was in Giant Stadium.
It says, despite never
might have
appearing
been
on the
Bon
Super Bowl
Jovi.
stage, Jay-Z's household has already well been represented there. Well,
Well,
because of
Beyonce,
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
Now, so who do you think would be, if you were going to pick
Give
like
me
the
Fat Joe.
Fat Joe. Oh, my
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
if we're trying to replicate like for the same people, like for our generation, Fat Joe makes sense. All you need him to get up is like
Wu-Tang.
I mean,
back.
50
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang. Dude, give me
Or Method Man, Redman,
give me a,
at least.
give me a Wu-Tang Super Bowl though.
Oh my
that
God.
would be insane.
That would be
It
absurd.
would be. They would never show up though. It would never
It
go.
wouldn't.
Well, they're worried about Snoop Dogg smoking a joint in the halftime or right before halftime
Yeah.
and this fucking thing. The whole
Have
place
you
is
never
gonna be
heard
baked.
of Snoop Dogg?
Well, that's
Like,
what, like, and that the complaints about it, like the Eminem dealing, whatever. That you're gonna do what you're gonna do, and you're gonna tell someone like Eminem to not do something. He's going to do it extra
Well, the whole
more now.
Neil thing, yeah, it's stupid. I mean, especially during a performance, it
Yeah.
could be something
For
in the
any
performance.
reason, and they people
whatever.
played it off that it was like in honor of Tupac or whatever because they don't want to have to get into an argument. Whatever on that whole topic, I think the best thing, honestly, to me, the best thing about that performance was I forgot how awesome Mary J. Blige was because
Mary
again,
J's great.
I only have a cursory what was on mainstream, what I saw from
Yeah.
like a TRL. I didn't do a deep dive, but
The
what
best thing about that concert
yeah.
was the fact that they had a live band.
Yeah, and it was
Live
Anderson
musicians.
Paak playing drums,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
oh,
I think
I don't
so.
know.
Yeah, it's Anderson. You know what Anderson Paak is?
Nope.
He's the other half of that
Yep.
fucking Bruno Mars band now.
Oh,
With the
okay.
Silk Sonic?
Yeah.
Which would make
Okay.
sense because he's
Anderson Paak
already
is-
done it.
He's an amazing
He did it with-
multi-instrumentalist.
At one point, I was like, do they just have guys like not lip singing, but like mock playing guitar? And I'm like watching. I'm like, even if they are at least playing things correctly.
I don't think that the
And I don't-
band was mock playing.
Yeah.
And everybody, like, I saw,
that's where
I
my
saw
br-
people getting pissed, like, oh, this was the worst Super Bowl halftime show ever, the lip syncing shit. And it's like,
No.
yo, dude, like, even if there was
like
a
Mary
backing
was lip
track,
singing for fucking shit. That was
they all, you could
live.
hear, like, there was times where 50 fucked up by not having the mic close enough, or, you know, you could just
Yeah.
hear the tones in the microphone that were not a produced track. Now, what they can say is, and if you've never been to any live rap show, is there's always some sort of backing track behind the vocals, so that if you have to take a fucking break,
Oh yeah, especially you run out of breath, anything like that, you need to stop for a second. The whole show can't
Yeah,
stop. Yeah.
exactly.
And also, it helps you jump right back in.
Yeah.
And the people complaining about that are like just people that want to.
Well, there are people that need to complain about something.
Yeah.
But I don't
Yeah.
care what anybody says. You need to have a backing track in something that big of a scale. Even if it's enclosed, a giant arena has got to be fucking hard to just get
yeah.
sound correctly
Dude.
in a live
And
setting where
just
people are
set,
going
set the
crazy.
stage up in the middle of a football
Yeah.
field, in the middle
Like
of a
5
game.
minutes.
It's like,
5
Yeah,
minutes
you
to
have
fucking
5
set
minutes to
your shit
assemble
up.
and then break
and
it
it
down.
was that was to me it was super awesome. The fucking stage setup when the fucking riser came
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
dude,
yeah.
the stage setup was legit.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was great, and they used the field area and everything in front of it like really well. Like the dancers were phenomenal. Everything
I
about it
think-
was fucking awesome.
It's
You
one
are
of-
Charlie Eckenbarger. Old whites are the ones complaining. I said it. You're right. You're right. Well,
No,
old
yeah.
whites are the ones complaining. But you know what? Who fucking Jessica Simpson's sister fucking got booed off?
Jessica Simpson
SNL,
Jr.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
SNL for
yeah,
having
Ashley
backing
Simpson,
tracks and
yeah.
shit like that. You mean to tell me that
Yeah,
if she
dude,
was invited
that
to the
is
Super Bowl that wasn't going to
That
happen?
is maybe my favorite moment in Saturday
She
Night
starts
Live.
hoedown?
She starts hoedown dancing
Yeah.
and like looks at her band like, "Why did you fuck up?" And she's
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, you're such a bitch. You are so evil in this moment."
Yep.
Oh, was that? Oh my god, that. What was that? Was that her or was Jessica Ashley Simpson?
Ashley
Ashley
Simpson.
Ashley
Yeah.
Simpson. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, yeah. God, that was so fucking bad. Oh, speaking of so fucking bad, we have something that is either going to be so fucking bad or maybe not. I don't know. Justin's already had a sip. I am in need of a beverage, and it's the only thing I have over here. So, Justin, we need to jump into part 1 of 2 tonight.
Yeah.
What are we drinking? Hit it.
We drink it so you don't have to. Rub you in the morning from the bathroom. Cheap booze and craft brews. Rub you in the morning
Yeah.
Alrighty. We have here, guys, a treat for you. I'm realizing that we've been doing a lot of things that are Bud Light and Bud Light Seltzer related.
Because they're the only ones.
They're being super innovative,
Every
man.
time we go live, there's a new Bud Light.
Now, before we really get into
I was gonna get the
this,
soda, but I know you had. I think you had already had the soda.
Yeah.
This none of us have had. And
I heard
I'm
about
very
this
nervous
before I was driving home, and I had some shitty radio, 107.9, whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah.
And they start talking about the new Bud Light.
Ooh.
And they're like, yeah, it's called Bud Light Next. It has 0 carbs. It took them forever. Like, they've been researching the shit for years. Yeah, so...
Well, all I had heard about this was that they were getting sued by Yingling, or being at least
It is
approached.
Bud Light Next.
It is, yes. Oh, God. It is. And I'm not sure if I'm ready for this next thing. But they called themselves like the next generation of light beer, which is something that Yingling Flight has been calling themselves for at least the last 4 years. So they had to change that up a little bit. So here it is, the super crisp light beer, 0 carbs, Bud Light Next. It again, 0 carbs, 80 calories, only 4% alcohol by volume.
And then this can makes you feel skinny.
It makes you feel skinny. It makes me want like a
you know what I mean?
starter jacket from the
I'm
90s.
So they
I'm a
say
fat
fruit
boy,
juice
old
is
school
added
can.
for color. I'm going to say that it's apple juice.
Yeah, what the hell? So I gave Justin a glass to pour this into because it does say in there, pour it on yourself, Kyle. It says light beer with natural flavors and fruit juice for color. Justin poured it into a glass. That color is
And when I first
not much
opened
at all.
this, it smelled like an IPA. When I pour it into a glass,
Yep, does not look
it
like an
does
IPA.
not. It does not smell like.
Let's give it a sip. And what's Charlie saying about there?
Maybe it'll be as good as Pepsi Next was.
All right, I do get the fruit.
So here's my thought. It tastes like nothing. It's like basically a seltzer.
It's like
You get
it's
sort of a chemical, but that could be the seltzer.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very light and easy to drink. It's only 4%, but you could fucking totally.
I'll say this: they have the phrase "super crisp" down, like that does, but in the way that it tastes like soda water. It's crisp like seltzer.
Yeah, it's like tonic
but
almost.
This is beer flavored seltzer.
This is beer flavored seltzer. That's literally what I was going to say. That's what it is.
With no carbs.
But that first taste had that fruitiness in there. I had that. It's a little bit. I don't know if
Now
it was
it's gone
like
forever.
apple
It sort
or
of
pear,
just tastes like
something
water.
like maybe tangerine-ish. This does taste like water.
Yep.
This is beer flavored seltzer.
Yep. It's basically seltzer for people that don't want to drink a seltzer and
my
they just
God.
want a Bud Light Next.
Oh God, we've so many of them. This is not good. This is really not good.
Keep sipping on it because I thought the same thing. I was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to like. You know what? When we come back later
every little bit, I'm getting a taste.
There's a fart taste in it.
A fart? Ooh, I just burped it. I kind of got a fart burp taste.
I
But
think
a
that's
fart
just the
taste to it.
seltzer.
say that
that's
could have
in
been
it.
something I ate earlier. I ate some farts for lunch. Yeah, I want to give it a ranking right now based on my immediate thought, and then if we think we want to
0
change
carbs.
it later.
That's what's selling me, all right. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, as
Yes.
for what it is.
For what it is, if you want to drink something, get drunk, but not as drunk, and not feel as shitty about yourself in the morning. This is the worst
It's a
thing
bubbly
this is going to
bush,
do
is what.
How many carbs are you supposed to have a day?
10,000, 10,
I don't know.
Justin?
20.
How many carbs are you supposed to
Yeah,
have?
how many? Like this is like 0 carbs. A Miller Lite is 3.2 carbs.
In a can.
Yeah, how many carbs or 3.2 grams of carbs? How many
Yeah,
carbs am I
daily
supposed
carb
to have?
intake.
Between 225 and 325 grams of
All right,
carbohydrates
so,
a day.
okay, because that makes me think that I
So I
could
could have
just,
10 Miller Lights.
yeah, I could just have 10 Miller
Sure.
Lights.
And
be
But
within
what they're
that.
no bread.
But what
No
they're really
pasta.
pushing
That's
is
the
the fact that they figured out how to have a beer that has no carbs in it.
But
where-
did they?
Oh, now have a sip. Do you have a Miller?
I don't.
You do right there.
It's empty.
Do you have a sip of this?
Well, wait,
Kyle was
just a
eating
little
ass earlier, apparently. Good for him.
Yeah, my ass. When you have a sip of real beer, and by real beer I mean Miller Lite.
bit. Yeah, real more real beer.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't taste like anything, and it's still not tasting
Right,
like
but,
anything.
but
At
if it
least-
was hot
If it was
On a
hot,
hot
it probably
summer
tastes
day?
better.
Do you think that you could just fucking
Yeah, but would I
pound
want
5 of
this
these
over
down?
a fucking lime White Claw?
I wouldn't. I would rather
I don't
have.
know,
I'd
dude.
rather have non-lime, but a White Claw over this.
Sometimes I just don't want a fruity flavored.
Yeah, and in that case, that is where Coors Light already did exactly what this thing wants to do.
But I
with the
guarantee you're not going
carbs.
to. I mean, I don't care about the carbs, but how white
that's
this
what people
is.
are caring about. I get that. If this is ice cold, ice like frosty cold, and I slam it, I'm not gonna taste anything.
No, you're not going to taste anything.
and I'll
no.
get a little bit of a buzz.
How many carbs are in a bottle of vodka?
Not any, I don't think. I don't think so because when I was doing the keto thing,
No,
you
dude.
could just drink vodka.
It depends on the vodka.
Straight. I ate only
How many
potatoes
carbs
and
are
vodka.
in fucking whiskey?
It's a weird keto diet where they allow you to eat
You're right.
potatoes.
0 carbs and vodka.
Yeah. All right.
Probably less calories too.
So I'd rather just drink vodka seltzer.
If you're drinking a 86 proof whiskey, at least
yep.
you are getting 0 carbs.
Then I'd rather drink whiskey and vodka mixed together with seltzer water than
Actually,
drink this.
it seems to be all alcohol.
Yeah, I'm pretty
has
sure most
containing,
liquor doesn't have
fucking-
carbs.
Unless you're getting something that
it's
contains
the
sugar.
grain.
Yeah,
it's
the
the
sweet-
grain
it's the
in
grain.
the beer that makes
I
carbs.
wonder how they made rice taste worse. Like that's literally what this is bad.
I'm
Zero
dude,
carbs,
I'm telling you, this
zero
is,
flavor.
This is
That
probably
is
not
true,
made with
Charlie.
rice or grain.
No.
This is whatever they make the seltzer with
With
beer flavor.
diluted
use
juice
they
as
use
well.
like the urn, like or whatever that they pour it into the beer, like into a beer bottle for a second, then they pour it out of a real beer bottle, and there was like a little bit of, or they just spit beer.
It
into
would,
it.
and
Like,
actually, what it would be really funny is if when they go
this is so-
to check
this is
the
making me
beer,
so
every time
burpy.
that they
Yeah,
open up,
it's really carbonated.
it is very carbonated.
This is it's for the lack of flavor, and this is what I think fizzy lifting drink tastes like. Like this is
Probably.
literally what it tastes like because Wonka need a little bit of alcohol in there. I'm gonna try
I have to poop, like immediately.
Yeah, well,
I finish when I have to poop.
We've got a 17-minute video about to go on. You've got time
We,
to get half a poo in.
Charlie says, "Fun fact, fun thing about nutrition facts: if things are under 1 calorie, it isn't reported. So basically, there's still carbs, but not enough to account for the 1 calorie. Fake sugars in the same way.
Okay.
True.
All right. Well, I'm going on them saying that it is a super crisp light beer. They're not calling it a beer seltzer. They're calling it a super crisp light beer. I, on a 0 to 100 scale, as we do things, am going to give it a 26.
Okay,
There's not enough
it
flavor in
is.
there.
It is a light beer, so
It
we are
is-
going off a light
It is
beer.
not good. It is maybe, I'm just going off of memory, probably the lowest ranked quote-unquote light beer that I think I can remember me giving that score to.
Probably, I think that's one of your lowest
Justin,
scores.
what are you going on this guy? 0 to 100.
I'm not gonna buy it again, but
Yeah.
if it's somewhere, I'm not gonna be offended. 40.
I'm gonna be so offended. 40. All right, I think that's more than generous, but that's fair. Zachary, 0 to 100 on Bud Light. Next, the super crisp light beer.
So, I know it says light beer. If I'm going off light beer, it's a 38.
Right.
If I'm going off seltzer, I'm gonna give it a 48.
Okay.
All right.
As a beer flavored seltzer.
Do we want to do that then?
If it was okay, I'll give the ranking. If this was a beer flavored seltzer, I'd definitely give it a 45.
Okay.
Like it gets a good almost 20 points.
It's
if
almost
they
beer.
Just almost beer. It's
See,
not
for
even,
me- for
and they
me,
can't use
as a
near beer
seltzer,
because- yeah.
I would buy it again as a seltzer
Yes.
option. I would give it a 55 because I don't always want a non-flavored or fruity
Yeah,
flavored.
there's enough
Now
in there.
make a mixed drink with this and use this as the seltzer.
Again,
yeah, but
there's
at that point,
nothing
why
to
wouldn't
it.
you just take it Truly if you're making a mixed drink?
well,
then?
because we
Or-
already
or a white
make,
soda.
make mixed drinks with Truly, so we get, this is just. You do a Boilermaker with this? Ooh, I wonder how that would be.
26,
Oh, he's
40,
giving me
Zach,
shit.
0, please, Zach,
please.
No, man, I'm alcoholic. I can't give shit a 0.
All right,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
it's as long.
I'm
as
still
long-
gonna drink it,
If
dude.
it was 1.8%, it would be. It would get it. Maybe it would get. It would at least get a 1.8.
And honestly, if I'm gonna drink a 4%er, I'm gonna have that Michelob Organic Seltzer.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
That's the bet. Like,
And they
at
have
a
great
4%er.
flavor options. They have great flavor
That
options.
is another thing that you got to look into. It's only 4%,
Yep.
and most seltzers are 5. So,
Yep. You're losing a whole percent there, bro. That's a lot of lifting of a can to my mouth.
Hey, what does it cost?
This
was
Definitely more than Bud
$13.
Light.
No, this was $13 for a
Really?
12 pack,
Yeah.
which is $7 less than a seltzer's 12
Than a
pack.
seltzer, yeah.
So like,
Yeah,
it
it's
kinda
really
evens
not
it out
bad.
there.
It's really
but still,
not bad.
I would, even as a seltzer, would not break 50
I would start
for me.
off. I would start off a party with a pounder of that though.
Charlie says I'll drink it too, but acknowledge it's shit.
We are.
It is. It's
We
not
are.
good. It
Have you
isn't
not
good
listened
at
to
all.
It's
our
below
other
50.
rankings?
It's,
Below
the average
50
is-
means
yeah.
the only person that even snuck up above 50 is Justin. Only if they called it
It's seltzer.
super crisp light seltzer beer.
Yes.
Beer flavored
50
seltzer.
and above, you're buying it again.
Buying it again, and I definitely would not. 45 if it was the only thing left. I mean, I would drink anything that was a 5 if it was the only thing left.
Are we gonna crack into this?
Yeah,
this
so
good
we
shit?
we
What do
are.
wanna do first?
Well, we're gonna jump into some
Let's
wine
go with the
as
freak
well.
show first.
Yeah, freak show. Let the freak show take the stage, as I kept saying in the store. So we've got some reward wine, as I'm calling it. We've been hard at work this last week getting these 2 videos put together for you. Also, one of the videos, which will be the later one, has a lot of really bad
We have
beer.
a lot of things better than that. Trust me.
Oh no. What is better? Oh, you don't know. It's gonna get way better later on.
Okay, so you want to know? I know for a fact the Sourheads beer was lower than that.
Sourhead's beer was lower than that. I might have given that. What was that one that we made? Walt drink. That one might have the Miller.
Oh,
the Miller
yeah.
Draft, light genuine draft. It was like a 3.8%.
There's still
beer.
one in the studio.
Oh
Yeah,
my!
yeah,
There's still
there
one
is.
upstairs. Yeah, that one might have gotten lower.
I'm
than
drinking.
was-
I'm drinking my own urine.
Oh, that was
before
the.
I go back to that.
What was it? The Miller
Yeah, it was the Miller like not.
86
Yeah, it was like
or
the 80
whatever.
something terrible. That was worse.
It was awful.
Oh my god! Actually, while this next video is playing, I'll look up what what got the worst rankings individually from all of us. But the first video we're gonna be playing for you
Yeah,
here
we're
while we
drinking
sip
brandy
some wine.
and beer and,
And wine.
seltzer and wine.
It's
so
a
we-
celebration of sorts.
We've got the first video here. This is our Valentine's Day video. It went out yesterday, but we're gonna show it to you guys here. And as we sip this wine, again, this is Freak Show, a Michael David joint from Lodi, California.
It's a cab. It's a cab sab,
It is a Cab Sav 2019, 14.5%.
which is my favorite kind of wine.
I like a Malbec, but if I can't get a Malbec, I go with a Cabernet Sauvignon.
I am more of a fan of the sweeter, but
All right, well, once you get this video started, I'll pass this over to you, Justin. So we've got this again.
Zach cracks a wine. Yep.
Yep, it's what we got to do. Again,
I'm a
this is
wino.
our sexy eating featuring Zach and Anna and Gino and Sten. They just gonna keep trying to remember what it was. Was that what it was? Gino and Sten?
No, it's
Genio and Steph.
Sexy
Gino
food
and
video, yes, sir.
and Stan. Yeah.
Sten, okay,
Sten
Gino and
and
Sten.
Jen.
Sten and Jen. So Zach and Anna and Sten and Jen got down and dirty in this video that I filmed and directed. Justin did sound, and
it's also a
fucking
good
the two of
comedy.
us edited this bad boy together. Justin, you did the wonderful job of finalizing this, and I think it's fucking brilliant. It is a decent length video, so when we come back, we're probably gonna be a little bit more intoxicated by that point.
Yeah, I
17
can't wait
minutes.
to talk about this video.
I
mean,
can't wait to
Charlie,
talk
Charlie
about it.
just said he had a tough time watching it. not gonna
Oh,
lie.
here we go again then.
So I mean, like, I can't wait to actually get into talking
Yeah,
about the
yeah,
process and like.
I really hope most people have a tough time watching that this video, which is why we make things so people don't want to watch them. So here it is, our sexy eating Valentine's Day edition, a new series. It will become a series from Houseboat. We'll see you guys in just under 20 minutes. Enjoy. The Black Label.
But of course, my good man.
For the lady.
Yes, please. You never asked me to be your Valentine, so
Why will you be my Valentine?
I guess. I don't really have a choice now. It's
Yeah,
so
no,
close.
yeah.
Some wine for the Valentine.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Is this ooh, look at that. It was a bondage tape?
Oh,
My
much
favorite.
bondage gone into this. It is Valentine's Day after all. Yes.
Did you give me more?
I gave you a little bit more, and there's a little bit more left in there. Don't worry. The first course.
Thank you.
Merci. Well, happy Valentine's Day, dear.
Happy Valentine's Day to you.
Magnifique.
Yes,
To us, darling. How do you feel about this?
No. You look Shrek.
Well, you look like Fiona.
Shrimp cocktail for the princess and the ogre.
Plump.
What does that remind you of?
You on a Friday night. You think so?
You taste that? Get on there. Like, it's hanging like a little dick. I love this. This sauce.
Oh, I love the heat. It's even very warm in here.
You know, I say that all the nutrients is in the tail. I love shrimp.
I know you love it when I spit on you too.
It's so good. It's so crunchy. I can taste the nutrients.
Oh, the tail. Shrimp's incredible.
Oh, yeah. Delicious.
I just want to swirl it and swirl it and swirl it.
Oh, dip it in there. Put on some war paint and again here.
Dip it in your wine.
Look at that.
That's you in the mornings, dropping a deuce. I'm speechless.
I'm gonna put my face in the fucker. Oh yeah. This is the fucking shit right here, Baba.
You're like an animal.
With hair on my chest.
Oh, you're like a fucking animal. You're like a fucking animal.
Go ahead,
Oh,
darling.
here you go.
Oh, yes. Is it hot in here? It's getting warm, is it not?
Sauce is the favorite part.
Oh, I love the sauce.
The best part. Oh shit!
That's good shrimp.
Yeah, it's fine, I guess. I like it enough. Oh, here's a hair.
Oh no. Waiter! Waiter!
Yes,
There's
sir.
a hair in my cocktail!
Oh, that must be mine.
I think I'll have a little more wine with my shrimp tail. Would you like more? There is no more. Cheers. Well, I think I've had enough of my appetizer. Have you ever experienced the love of a full-grown man before?
How much of you is full grown?
Mostly my stomach, but
Was everything to our liking?
It was pretty okay, man.
It was fine, thanks.
The next course will be right out. Spaghetti and meatballs for the lady,
Thank you.
and spaghetti and meatballs for the sir.
This looks like a vermicelli I once had in Chardonnay.
The main course
oh, how lovely!
for the lady,
Oh my God!
for the you.
Incredible looking.
Enjoy.
Spoons, spoons.
Bomb. Brings it out of me.
Oh yeah? Is that how you feel about it?
Happy Valentine's Day, baby.
How saucy do you like your balls?
Dry.
Dry balls. Would you like to try my meatballs?
Only if you try mine. I was gonna say something. STDs. Oh.
Oh, you seem to have missed.
Our compliments to the chef.
Oh, let me get some of that from you. Let me. Oh yeah.
Oh, you've got sauce on your face. It's warm. Is it not warm in here? Oh, I'm getting hot another second.
I'm gonna eat that. Oh my god.
Shrimp tails in my wine? If the spaghetti wasn't so good, that would be unacceptable. Look at this rather large tomato. Delicious. Oops! I've dropped my fork.
Dinner in a shell.
I love it.
Good spaghetti.
I think they did a good job. Cheers.
Would you like a box for any of your meals?
Oh yes, if you have them, please.
Do we need any napkins?
No, I think we're okay.
You know, I may not finish this. I'll have to save some for later.
No, I will eat it.
Then you will have to save some of mine for later. Keep it warm between your breasts.
Do you notice the difference?
You look like the three-booped woman from that movie we watched last night. You know it turns me on when you take control. Does this look familiar?
You can do more than that. Come on. And one more. Oh. Oh. It's okay. Are you enjoying your dinner?
I'm loving it. Are you?
I was actually more so wondering what happened with the Vandalay account.
We've got some strawberries and cream for you
thank
for
you
dessert.
So much.
Thank you, yes.
There
Thank
you are.
Oh, I appreciate
Enjoy.
it so much. Thank
Oh
you.
yes, enjoy.
Oh yeah.
Anything
oh,
else I
wow.
can get you at this moment?
I
think I'm okay,
You know,
thank
I
you.
think I'm okay for now, but thank you so much.
Wonderful.
It's very warm in here.
Who's here in here?
Are we ready for dessert?
Yes, sir. I think we are.
Well, here we go. Strawberries and cream for the lady. Strawberries and cream for you.
Ooh. I just feel it's just so hot in here. I can't believe how fucking hot it is in here right now. It's real fucking hot in here. It's so hot in here. I can't believe how hot it is in here.
Temperature is just a number, baby.
Would you like some of my?
You like that? Case of the Falling Nipples.
The Case of the Falling Nipples, my favorite book.
I didn't know you could read.
I just learned yesterday.
These are fresh strawberries. These are organic. I can tell.
Oh, I love that organic. Just tell me about all the organic things that you know about.
Let me show you the organic things of mine. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. That's that shit I love. That's the fucking way out to this strawberry, baby. Oh, yeah.
Here, I've got.
I love it.
So good.
It's so good. This is the best thing I've ever had in my whole fucking life.
This chef is doing himself a service. Oh. I need 2. I need 3. I need. How many can I get?
How about that?
I'll wash this probably down with some wine. Oh yeah, that's a little bit of wine with my strawberry.
It's so sexy. You're so hot. You're so fucking hot. You're so fucking hot. You're so fucking hot.
Come here. Oh.
I love you.
I love you.
My eyes.
Chafe me, darling.
Oh, you know that's my favorite.
Fuck.
I just got to delete
Another fucking night, dude.
Fuck this holiday, man.
Stupid fucking holiday, dude. Shit.
Well,
I
we
don't even know
got,
what I fucking saw, dude.
we got fucking leftovers, though. That's all I know.
Sure.
Honestly, Zoopy, you know how much they paid for this shit?
Yeah.
Dude,
Crazy.
this is
Just
like-
one fucking holiday, dude, you know?
it was like Walmart fucking shrimp. I saw the boss buy it at Walmart, man.
Pretty good, though, man.
And it's not bad. There's a fucking bottle. You know how much they were charging for this up front, man? You're in the kitchen, you don't even know.
No, I don't know, dude. I was just...
This is $14.50 for fucking 6 of them, man.
Yeah.
Fucking
Crazy.
dumb. Oh, meatballs.
Actually, you know, fuck it.
Cocktail
Yeah,
meatballs.
fucking...
Cock and balls.
You know?
No.
Holiday. Stupid fucking holiday.
I got a cock and balls and nobody wants it. And you know what I say? Fuck 'em, man.
Fuck 'em.
Fuck this holiday.
C'est quoi ça, là? Qu'est-ce qui se passe, ici?
Right? What? I mean,
Yeah,
he knows.
what you? Yeah.
Là, c'est-tu mal?
He just fucking knows.
Là, c'est-tu mal, calice?
Dude, I work every holiday. Yo, man.
Yo,
Did I clock out?
I don't think you ever clocked in. I don't think you work here.
I should apply for a job.
Happy Valentine's Day!
Oh
Yeah.
my sweet Jesus. Yeah, if you made it through that, kudos to you. Oh my God. I gotta say, that was to talk.
That was one of the most fun I've had so far doing a shoot.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it was stupid.
Oh, it was
Everybody was
so
so
dumb.
comfortable enough to do whatever the fuck they were going to do.
And to kind of.
I mean, there were nerves from
yeah.
from everybody, but it was more or less like, I don't know what we're doing. And it was almost like it initially set up like who's going to be sexier, sort of.
Yeah, well, yeah, because basically, so to give you a little bit of an idea behind the idea behind the idea, so Steve-O and Jen were, Jen and Sten were at over at
Gino
and Sten were over at Floods, and they were eating wings, and I guess they started trying to like out sexy each other on wings, and then they come home and they're like, we came up with this idea, and I'm like, all right, well, we can get to wings, but it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, if you're gonna go out to dinner, what's like a simple 3-course meal that anybody could get pretty much, you know, at any restaurant, and
Yep.
shrimp cocktail. Very much so. Most restaurants, that's the cheap, but not so cheap appetizer for the restaurant to put out.
Yeah.
And people really like it. It's classy.
I mean, it more or less lended itself to being you're going to a fucking Italian restaurant
Yeah,
for dinner. You're not going out and getting
basically.
spaghetti.
Yeah, and then this. Well, I mean, they do here. Spaghetti and meatballs.
Why
breadsticks.
didn't Hazel get
Wait,
more
what?
airtime?
Why did Hazel not get more airtime? Because it's a dog. And
girl.
she was only in it for a little bit. And it's
I do
not,
have more video of the dog
we do have
eating
more video
breadsticks
of the
and stuff.
dog.
So,
yeah,
I mean,
we do have
we
more
may
video of the dog.
release.
It's there. But she really is only on the table at that last little bit in this one specifically. We'll get the dog. We'll get the dog its own channel at some point.
Yeah.
But either way, this endeavor was. I wanted to film everything in one night, and then I realized scheduling wise it wasn't going to work for the two couples, and then I realized
Worked
it's
out way better.
Way better to not have them here because A, the cleanup on one was a cleanup. Cleanup on two in one night would have been a lot more. And then also, I didn't want them to see each other. So Jen and Siva went first. Zach and Anna went second last Wednesday and last Thursday. And I did not tell either couple what anybody else did or had planned or anything like that. They just knew that they were showing up and they were going to out-sexy each other. Now, the original idea was I wanted the couples to try to out-sexy one another.
Yeah.
And then collectively, who out-sexies everyone else. So if you watch that, and I'm going to ask people on the other video, I'm going to put in the description, let us know who you thought was the sexiest. I'm curious to see who won the sexiest eating there. But the filming of it was just fucking fun because it was absurd. We made a bunch of food.
I mean, as you heard, we have cuts in here that I wanted to keep the laughs in the background, the natural reaction, from us in the background. Because one of my favorite things is if you watch old like variety shows.
Oh yeah.
When they just lose their shit, it's the most natural reaction. And when we're taking something that's not serious...
It's hard for somebody sitting across from a man slamming whipped cream with a spoon onto his forehead to keep I will say, just to kind of go over specifics in the video, a couple of my favorite lines...
No ego is broken.
From Steve-O specifically, he had two great lines. One of them is definitely temperature is just a number baby. That one might take the cake of all of them. And then Anna asking Zach is probably another one. What are you not liking your dinner?
Yeah.
And then you went, no, I love it. Are you? And she just gives this look. Then if the edit to unpack the sausage, if the edit goes on for like 4 more seconds and start going, okay, it's good.
Yeah.
But I was like, nope, we're cutting it right there.
Yeah.
And dude, it's just so ridiculous.
Well, the great thing is watching. So we got to see Jen and Steve-O go first, and then obviously you guys recorded the next day. And the similarities that went on between you and Steve-O.
Yep.
It's almost like you guys talk to each other.
That's what blew my mind. Because I watched this yesterday when it premiered. I hadn't seen any of the footage. I'm watching.
You had only filmed your part on this and written the music in the background, all original stuff that Zach and Justin put together.
Which I think I'm gonna start another channel or not a channel, but just another section for music that is played.
Oh, background music stuff that we have.
Stuff,
hell yeah.
From D&D to whatever.
Sweet.
If we think it's good enough, we can.
Zach, you're saying the comparisons watching it were crazy. Talk more about that, but then also just talk about being the only one of us that was on screen for the actual like what it was.
I mean, we were on. We had more footage. We had more footage.
It got lost.
And the GoPro never even recorded.
I don't know what happened. The GoPro just stopped recording, and then Zach took the camera to view the dog, and then put it back. And at some point,
but you didn't fuck up because
the
we
GoPro
fucked up
should have
somehow.
been going, and somehow that wasn't going. I don't get what happened there.
So it was just wild that me and Steve-O went on this, like, did some of the same things, like stuffing spaghetti down our date's shirt.
Going for the cleavage.
Real quick, we have another title that we can list at the bottom of this now.
Okay.
Charlie said it was a trauma of mukbang.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
That makes me, what's his name? I can't remember that guy's name from Trumpville. Fuck.
Yeah. He was on.
I always want to say Shel Silverstein when I think of his name.
AVGN.
Yeah. Either way. So what was it like in the planning? Did you think about what you want to do, knowing the courses ahead of time? Did you think anything through, or are you just like, we're gonna get in the room and just run with it?
The only thought I had was
Lloyd Kaufman. That's what it is.
I want to be covered in food by the end of this.
Yes, and I did.
That was my only goal, was to be absolutely covered in food.
Which you and Steve-O both definitely accomplished that.
And take my shirt off.
Yes.
Yeah. If
that's
you're watching this, you know us. Me and Steve-O were both the kind of dude that, like,
you have a history of losing.
I have a history of losing my shirt, and so does Steve-O.
Yep.
So
Lloyd Kaufman.
It made Lloyd Kaufman, that guy. It made so much sense, and then editing it. Just, again, the similarities, like the Jen saying how hot it is in here, Steve-O saying it. Everybody but Anna complains about the heat in the room.
She was barely wearing any clothes.
Yeah, so it makes sense. My other thing that I love, because, the food, Jen said it afterwards. She goes, I didn't want to waste the food. I felt bad because it was actually tasting good. And Steve-O, Zach, you both just, run with it. Jen took hers home and ate the leftover spaghetti. Yes.
Oh my god.
And then like,
but Anna was eating food afterwards.
but she also literally just kind of had a meal on screen.
Well, she showed up. She's like, I didn't eat yet tonight.
I didn't know that.
She's like, I'm actually really hungry. I was like, well, I'm gonna get food all everywhere.
Yeah.
So like, try and eat in between me throwing food at you.
But it's great because it's like
worked
she's
out so
constantly
well.
doing that and then just looking at you. So it's like she's trying to have a good meal,
Yeah.
and you're just being so you. And for you, oh my god. I think that
I was gonna ask.
that was
She
the
she
silliest.
knew that it was supposed to be over the top. Like you didn't
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
we're
yeah,
coming
sure,
over.
sure,
You're just gonna
sure.
have a nice meal. In the
No,
sense
it
of
would,
like,
it would be funny if she thought we were just gonna have. No, yeah.
Well, in the
because she
second
played it
video-
off in the way of like, I'm
It-
just going to eat this
Yeah,
meal.
and in the
But she
second
did say
video
that she
we'll
didn't
get
eat.
into, and you'll see she was not fully informed on what was happening on what actually was the first thing they filmed, but the second video that you'll be seeing tonight, our first pre-filmed "What Are We Drinking?" But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this idea. We are planning multiple more of these.
Yeah.
One of them is definitely going
Bar-
to be
bar,
bar fare,
appetizers.
like bar appetizers, so
Or
like
burger
mozzarella
or-
sticks,
Speaking of that,
wings.
I watched this premiere yesterday. Me and my brother were snowboarding, and
Okay.
the premiere was coming out at 6:15. So we went in the lodge at 6 and sat there drinking beers in the lodge at the
shit.
resort with my phone on the table watching it. And after we watched it, Nate looks at me and goes, "That might have been the most disgusting thing I've ever seen." He's like, "Can me and Lindsay do the next one?"
Exactly.
He's like, "I have to send her the link now because I want me and Lindsay involved with the next one."
Well, and then I want to we're gonna
I'm like, "All right, dude, hell yeah!"
It can stay couples. We can switch it up and do just like I'm thinking for the bar fare one. It can just be like drinking buddies. So it's like it'll make sense for like us to switch up a bit and be like, okay, so Steve-O and I are gonna be the duo,
Right.
or you know, because we're drinking buddies. You and Justin together, and it just gets awkward because you're trying to out sexy somebody that you don't have sex with. So that's weirder. But then I also like the
No,
idea.
you should do it to Lindsay because she's pregnant.
The other, that's true. Eating stuff off
Sorry,
the
Lance.
off the belly. But other stuff or the other thought that I had was it'd be funny if Steve-O and Jen are just always playing the exact same. It's just the two of them are always on a date, so we could build up this thing of every time they go out to dinner somewhere.
No, I thought it was
they
great.
Just cover
It
themselves.
wasn't bad at all.
What?
I don't know what moment you're referring to, but I thought the video was great. You know what I mean?
What was the? Yeah, I don't know. What just laugh my fucking ass off. Wow, was it that bad?
Looks
Justin?
like Charlie's taking a trip out. He said, "Drinking buddies, as long as you want to be in a sexy food eating video."
Yeah. We're gonna do a sexy.
But
food
I mean,
eating.
we can also do other drinking videos
Yes,
too.
well, that's what we're probably going to pair them when we film them
Yes.
like this. And yeah, I think sexy bar fare food is going to be one for sure. 4th of July time around there, I want to do burgers.
St. Patty's.
St. Patty's, we can do fucking corned
I mean,
beef and
I
cabbage.
just like the fact, the one idea that you
Cinco
have.
de Mayo, oh yeah, Cinco de Mayo. We can do tacos, burritos. Come on, man. Just get let's go to Moe's and just get like a big home wrecker, and you're just like trying to seductively eat this chode of a fucking burrito. Perfect. It's all you need. But think of any holiday, any event, and any just type of food having like a Chinese takeout style one where we put the boxes and you can open the boxes up all sexy, and then you've just got like the boneless barbecue spare ribs. And you're
Yeah, I think
Whatever
the
you
way
wanna
we
do.
go, I think the way that we go forward from here is only a few people actually know what the food is going to be.
Oh yeah.
And then you just know, like, we can say, hey, bar fare, but you don't know exactly what it's going to be because it adds that fucking element. You want to be we'll get Cody on here.
Yeah, I'm down. And again, people that are watching, if you know us, if you're local and you want to get involved in one of these things, the more the merrier, and the more the messier as well.
I mean, one, it helps us with learning new shit.
Yeah.
We've tried it on ourselves now, and,
And now we can start
I can't
putting
stop
other people
laughing at
inside.
it.
It's so fucking silly. And some people are going to be super grossed out by that video, and those people are the people I don't want watching our shit. So, hey, let's quick, before we jump into the second bottle of wine,
This
like
Freak Show is really good, yeah.
Freak Show's good. You got any left of that, Justin? You sipping on that?
Yeah, I do.
Let's say, give me a pour over.
Pour over.
Okay, or you can just hand it to me if you don't want to get. Oh, we're gonna get messy here. Oh, Hey, I like when I do this because I screw up. Okay, that's good. That's good. You finish the rest of that.
Zach, do you want any more of this?
No, I'm gonna go on to this.
All right.
So, I like it. It's not super dry. It's not.
No,
it's
it's very
nice
fruity.
fruit
Yeah.
forward feel, but it hits you and sustains in the back of the mouth like any good red wine. You want that sustain in the back of the mouth. Now, Zach's
Troma Foods figuring out the licensing.
I have a friend that used to do work for Kaufman in Tromaville movies.
Yeah.
There could be a connection there. We could probably
See, it all comes full circle.
you know him too. You know, Devlin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You can do stuff.
Sure. True.
He's not really the one that's my friend. My friend is someone that also worked with him. He went to prom with my sister, so he owes me a favor.
I knew the
definitely
first
got
time I
fingered
ever
after
met
that.
Tom Devlin.
My sister definitely fingered me. I don't know.
So the first time I ever met Tom Devlin was at a Halloween
gets me
party
weird.
that he was throwing at his house because his parents were gone. He was 16. A bunch of us all went over with the band and shit, and he came out with the fucking most elaborate getup ever. He had a motorcycle helmet that had a voice changer in it with a demon head.
Oh hell yeah!
It was fucking crazy, but he had the highest pitched voice up in, like, he still has a very high pitched voice, but like
He
when
owns
he
and
was
operates
young,
his own horror museum now that does like big events outside of Vegas and everything.
Oh, wow.
It'd be a thing worth going to. I'm just saying. But back to the wine. Really like this wine.
Yeah.
We've never really ranked just regular wine. Maybe this will be a new thing we start doing. What, Justin, do you put a Freak Show at on a 0 to 100 scale for, let's just say, for a red wine? Because
We're
we're not going to break it down into
Okay, so-
individual wines.
Well,
It is a
no,
cab.
it should be red. We should. Like, this is not sweet.
It's a dry red. We'll go
dry
with the
red.
dry
okay,
red.
as a dry red,
Not a dessert wine. Yes.
as a dry red, and somebody that doesn't like dry wine,
Yes.
this is right up my alley because it gives me the right sweetness from the fruit,
Yep. I get that.
and the wine is just smooth. I'm gonna go 85 on this.
In the chat, Zach Dillon is saying that I am way fruity. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
And then Charlie says it's two layovers and the possibility of folks who don't want to wear a mask to get back to PA, but I'm willing to if we can get a week's worth of content.
Oh,
We can shoot
definitely.
a bunch of ton of shit in a
I'll
week.
just take off. I work at a bar. They
Yeah.
don't need me. People get
Exactly.
drunk without me. The door is open. My job is pretty much done. So yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure that out.
So Justin, did you just give it a number, 0 to 100?
85.
85. Honestly, it's really hard to not want to go that high. I like cabs. I generally go more to the Portillo side of things, the Malbec side of things. I like that Argentinian stuff. I like more Spanish wines. This is really fucking good.
Yeah.
California wines.
I mean, the
sometimes hit
dryness
miss.
comes from the actual, like the swig of it.
No, I think you can taste the actual dirt in here. It's very nice and earthy in the background. You know, it's like it's got a good earthiness, but the fruitiness is very fruit forward. I'm gonna go 81 on this guy.
All right.
Zach, 0 to 100.
75.
75. It's
All
good.
right.
It's good.
It's good. It's good.
good.
Not doing anything new or crazy, but it's doing it very, very well. Now Zach's going to start on that one. I'm going to finish this while we are working on this next video. I do want to say before we get into this next video, in the last couple of months I started doing a bunch of stand-up and everything, and I have an open mic that is going to be the last Wednesday of every month at Downriver Brewing. So if you are a comedian, you'll get a free beer if you sign up and do 5 minutes. So even if you're not a comedian and you want a free beer, come do 5 minutes. If you think you can just tell jokes, even if they're pre-written jokes, I'll be all right with it.
I'm just gonna stand up there and drink my free beer.
Yeah, that'd be fucking hilarious. If you went up there and you'd be like, I heard you get a free beer, but it'll only work if you're the first one, the third guy doing that joke.
True.
And then it'll work if you're like the seventh one. It'll only work if we have everybody do that. But either way,
I'm working on a set.
I know you are. I know Steve-O's actually working on material. I just want us all to just
Can
try
we
out
just
weird
go
and
up?
different and new
all right,
things.
I
But
got
I
an
also
idea.
do want to attract real comedians. So
How
if
much-
people are
we get 5
actual
minutes?
comedians, at least 5 minutes, and
Can
you
we
will
put
get a free
together
beer.
a 15-minute D&D campaign?
15 minutes.
15. Oh my! I mean, we could try. I would close the night with that because people are already leaving at that point. But I would really like to get a lot of people into this as far as like the stand-up. We've also I did this thing called Grier Fest on Saturday. a couple local comedians, a couple people from like Jersey, and it was a really good turnout. It was booked in a hotel in the Delaware Water Gap, and it was just a great room. It was a great time. John Grier did a phenomenal job putting it together.
They did a lot of work there too.
And I mean, most of it,
the building.
yeah,
itself.
most of it still looks like 1991 on the inside, and there's holes where there shouldn't be
I
holes.
wish my insides looks like 1991.
Well, like plaid. You know, like flannel insides and
Like
ripped,
just like good,
ripped
good
like good vibes?
like good.
good vibes.
Like not bad.
Like,
You
not
want your
like
insides
all
to look
the
like-
destruction I've done.
What your body? I thought you were like you wanted it to look like just the year 1991 inside. You wanted that wall to be torn down and shit. That was earlier than that. I think that was 89. Either way, you wanted the LA riots to be happening inside your body.
No, they're happening in my body now.
I know.
I've been drinking brandy and beer and
It was
wine.
brandy and Dr. Pepper mixed together, which
Yeah.
I think is a brilliant thing.
I think it is.
Super good.
Yep, you
There's
chugged
very
the whole
few
glass
things
of
that
it.
Dr. Pepper mixes well. Tequila is one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I never mixed tequila and Dr. Pepper.
Because I always get a very
I'll say
bite.
Dr. Pepper and Red Stag is a great combo.
That is also a good combo, but the like pepperiness of tequila gets nulled out by Dr. Pepper.
That's good to know. All right, so guys, on this next video that we're going to be showing for you, again, this is the first pre-recorded What Are We Drinking? It's a different spin. Instead of just drinking a regular beer or something like that,
This is disgusting.
I concocted a bunch of dumb shit. So basically, to give you a little origin before we go into it, I work at a bar, and I about a year and a half ago we stopped carrying 40s, and one case of Old E 42 ounces was left somewhere that it wouldn't have been normally stored. It was just like extra and it was just put to the side. They never picked it up. They never took it back, and it was found recently. And the company that sold it to us wasn't going to take it back because of how long ago we had received it, and we couldn't sell it because it was a year and a half expired. So I gladly took it and concocted this plan around it. And what it is as you'll see, there are 4 beverages that these wonderful people are drinking. We on this video have both Zuck and Zuck and
Don't call me
Justin.
Zuck, bro.
Zuck and Justin over here. And then Stan and Jen, and then Eve as well, and Anna. So again, Zach, Justin, Eve, Anna, Jen, and Stan all did this terrible beer taste testing that I got to sit back.
This
and
was the
enjoy.
worst. If you've listened to the podcast at all,
Yes, we've done a lot of warm beer taste tests. We've
and
done a lot
before,
of done
previous
we
to
did
that,
the expired
the
beer.
expired beer
Yeah.
wasn't as bad. I mean, we didn't actually drink.
Zach did.
Zach did.
Yeah.
But this was not. This was
special.
worse.
That's why the claim in this video stands, because you have actually consumed and finished every beer you have opened ever in this show.
Dude.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
record.
I'm not wasteful.
Waste
My mama
not,
raised me
want
right.
not.
Give him the Zuck.
The Zuck.
Yeah. Zuck.
This is a Zuck you
Zuck
can
my
believe
duck,
in.
mother zucker.
Zuck you can believe in should be a shirt we make.
Zuck, you can
It's,
believe
it's
it.
you two combined and do one baby. We just make a baby out of the two of you, and I'm holding it. It's a real hairy baby. All right, so
Just a pile of
this
hair.
is again the first edition of the pre-recorded "What Are We Drinking?" This is more bad beer. Justin, you got it ready to go?
God.
All right,
yeah,
guys,
I don't
we'll
know if I have not watched through this
You've
yet.
not watched it all the way through. I'm the only one that has seen the actual edit all the way through.
Yeah, because I didn't. You had all the cuts done,
I
so
did all
I
the
only
cuts.
had to
You
do
just
the.
had to do like a coloring and an intro in the background.
Yeah, taking out the green screen.
Yeah,
all that
taking out
shit.
the green screen, which we're getting better at that. Next one will be way easier on
Yeah.
you. All right, so here it is. What are we drinking? More bad beer. We'll see you guys in about, like, I don't know, 12, 13 minutes, something like that. Enjoy.
What are we drinking? What are we drinking? What are we drinking? We're drinking beer. What are we drinking? What are we drinking? What are we drinking? We're drinking beer.
All right, guys, so as you already know, we are drinking some nasty concoctions of beer. By we, I mean you. I will not be partaking. Weird beer concoction.
All right, read the cards. Let's see what we got.
I have left out Bud.
Now, Left Out Bud is a Budweiser that was left out in a cooler bag for the month of December and January, and then thawed out using hot water from a tea kettle this morning.
Kyle, I did not know you owned a tea kettle.
I do.
That makes this a lot fancier. Nuke's
Yeah.
Natty Daddy.
So that is a Natty Daddy that I microwaved for 3.5 minutes. And then I brought it back to room temperature and let it sit for a day.
We have Mix It Up.
And this one's great. This one is 33% Natty Light, 33% Rolling Rock, and 33% Imperial IPA.
And 1% cum.
Spit. Just, come. Yeah. All of these, again, at room temperature.
Old Edie.
Yeah, that's 1.5 year expired Old English in a 42-ouncer plastic bottle. So what the game is you have 4 glasses in front of you. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, then 4.
When you were saying gross beers, I totally thought you meant like,
I know I lied to you.
but like
I knew what
real
these were.
beers, not like.
You know, this is just gross.
At the end, you have to guess which is Old E, which one is Mix It Up, a concoction of an IPA and 2 light beers at room temperature, which one is a Nuke's Natty Daddy, and which one is a left out bud.
All right, one for me, one for you.
How excited are you guys on a scale of 0 to 10?
I mean, I'm at a hot 3.
I think my cup's broken.
Santé.
She has no smell at all.
Actually,
This smells like a frat house.
Okay. Tastes like water.
Tastes like I have a frat house.
Water?
Like straight up just nothing. Like mineral water.
Tastes like sleeping on the frat house floor.
Feels like water, but also cheap apple cider.
I think I have a feeling already what I believe this is possibly. So, cheers.
Let's find out.
Old Bud.
I'm gonna say that's Bud.
It's Old English.
I'm pretty positive. I'm pretty sure. And honestly, this is the least offensive thing I think that's going to happen right now.
I have a guess for this one. I think this might be the Nuke's Natty, just because it seems to lost some of its flavor.
You know when you are like a little kid and your parents leave a stale beer out and then you want to go try a beer? This is what that tastes like.
Moving on to number 2.
Cheers.
Number 2.
Salty.
Number 2 looks like number 2 water.
It kind of smells like Arizona State.
You're right. there is like a herbalness to it.
Number
This is what I'm
2.
least looking for. I don't know. I think the
Dude, this is gonna
coloring
be the
is.
old lady. This thing looks like fucking.
It does
looks like
kind
malt
of.
liquor. Like,
Okay.
It has to be.
Ah.
Only one way to find out. That's Drogan.
Okay, this one is better than the first one. I think.
What are you feeling?
Oh, you know what? All right. So there's a flavor that I don't agree with that a lot of people do. I'm not a licorice fan.
Oh, this is
Oh boy.
that's good.
I remember going into a cigar shop as a kid, and it smells like it tastes like a cigar shop. That's what this is. Old English.
You think that's Old English?
Yeah.
I think that's the Old English. Because malt, right? Malt is it's a malt beverage, OE?
Nuke Natty Daddy, whatever the fuck.
You think it's a Nuke Natty Daddy
It's
there?
our goddamn daddy.
Thoughts on the taste?
Vintage.
What is the Old English again?
Old English is like what homeless guys drink. I haven't had an OE in a long time either.
Aged, finally aged. This is a finely aged malt liquor. You know, I'm actually getting into it. Like, now it's like diabetic urine.
Then I might be like, I'm starting to question my daddy dad. Like,
Or-
no, this is oldie, I think.
So I can change my answer.
You can change your answers.
Okay.
As you drink, it's going to change. Your opinion will
Yeah.
change.
And I can come back,
You
right?
can definitely come back.
I'll just switch our answers if we like
Sure.
decide later.
Yeah, there's no
Like
real
it's not like
rules.
all right, because I definitely think is oldie. The
I
coloring
fully
alone.
agree that this is Old English.
That's why we're leaving.
Are we gonna
somewhat-
play the game that we always play on the podcast,
Where
where
Zach
I finish
finishes?
I never open a drink and not finish it? Gross.
I was gonna say, I mean, there's not much you won't
All right.
drink.
All right, moving on to number 3. Number 3,
Why are we
cheers
doing
it up.
this again?
Because I'm an asshole.
Salty.
The amount alone tells me what I think I know. Actually.
It's got haziness to it, so I feel like this is to mix it up with the IPA in it because the IPA's probably got a haziness to it.
That tastes even more like nothing. That might be the Bud, that might be the Natty Daddy. I don't know. Is this the same fucking beer, dude?
Wait, you asking if I'm cruel enough
Yeah,
to
did you
make
just
you
give
think
us all
that I
the
just gave you
same-
all 4 of the same beer?
No.
Come on now.
Yeah.
No, because it's way less than all the other ones, so wouldn't you think that's something that he had the least of?
Or did I know that going into the whole thing?
Ooh,
Heard the
maybe
sleep
you're a
port thing.
scam
'Cause
artist.
He's the guy who did the faint with the faint.
Yeah, the fame of the fame.
I might have been stoned around here all day rethinking how this might possibly go, and maybe I got really way too into it. Or I didn't. Eve, you're making a good face there.
Ooh, that is Bud.
That's a mix it up. It has to be.
There's a metallic flavor
What's
to
the
it.
mouthfeel? Is it metal?
Yeah.
Like eating old pussy. You know what I mean?
There's like a bad plasticky to that too, though, because that could be the old English.
Let's see here. It smells very Budweiser though too.
I'm switching that to Bud and making this Natty Daddy.
All right.
That's my final answer.
That's the Bud, dude. That's crazy. Like the rice just comes right through in this.
I have to change my answer now.
The rice.
I weirdly.
Yeah, whatever synthetic hops they're using is definitely doesn't weather.
This doesn't taste like a natty daddy now.
Like,
I'm switching these two.
souring my tongue.
I'm switching the mix it up in what I thought was old English because this has a plasticiness to it. Maybe that's why it's hazy, because the plastic is breaking down.
Again, I had to pour which one is the Bud. I had to pour scalding hot water from a
But
kettle
you
to
would
get it
have
out
not had
of.
much of it. But color would actually be the one telltale. But this looks more like a Budweiser, and this looks like a natty.
All right, and number 4.
Cheers.
Something.
We forgot to cheers number 3. It's okay. That one's bad.
Smells bitter. Smells a little bit hoppy.
This could change everything. So let's cleanse our palates. I just smell the fucking.
I can smell the IPA on it. I can 100% smell an
Have
IPA.
faith.
Yeah, I can smell hops on it. I can actually,
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
that's
This is. I don't even need to take a sip of it. And I know that.
Ooh, that's the mix, Bubba.
Yeah, I think that's the mix.
Yeah,
Of
Mix
it.
it up, motherfuckers. Goddamn.
Maybe this is the mix it up. It's so light though.
Natty Daddy and the left out Bud are the only ones that
That-
I am a little bit questioned on.
Oh, I'm switching again now. That's mix it up. I think. Which means this is left out. This is dark for Bud though. No. What is heating the Natty Daddy gonna do to it? I think we go back through one more time. How dark is Natty Daddy? I've never had Natty Daddy in a glass.
You know, you work at a bar where people buy natty daddies, but you never see them pour them.
You get the
I've
pine?
never even had one of these normal.
You don't want one. That's as good as it gets, really.
Ooh. I want to go back to Canada.
Number 1. It is the Nuked Natty Daddy.
Yeah, see?
Really?
Nuked Daddy.
That's
All
what I
right.
said initially. Damn it.
Number 2. That is the old E. That is the old.
Is that dark? Or is it that dark because it's old?
We don't know. Number 3 is left out Bud.
All right.
Number 4 is then
Mix it up.
mix it up, which means Zach, you get 1 out of 4, and Anna, you get a big old goose egg.
You suck.
You gotta take that case of older now.
You guys each got 4 out of 4 right. You were 100% correct. Justin, you got 4 out of 4.
Fuck yeah.
Eve, you got 2 out of 4. Not bad.
For a Canadian.
Hey,
Eve, you know what you win?
I've been through this shit.
And French.
An old E.
It tastes like a cigar shop.
Drink it before it expires the third time.
Maybe it's a test.
It just gets better with age.
What are we drinking? Because Kyle didn't want to.
Yeah, didn't know that.
You know?
I mean, if you drink Bush, you're drinking whatever the fuck this shit is. Like, that's what it is.
Eve, never again.
No.
Someone told you exactly what it was. Would you ever try it ever again?
If I was wandering in the Sahara for like 7 days and somebody offered me that, I'd be all about it. If I was stranded in the Himalayas from a plane crash after 7 days, I would drink that with relish.
If I was a 13-year-old at a party and needed anything just to, you know.
Are you recommending that 13-year-olds go to parties and
No,
drink
I
that?
absolutely am not, but I know that I have
Just
drank
wanna be
out
clear for
leftover.
legal
Yes, for legal
purposes.
purposes. If you're under 21, absolutely don't drink that. But if I was, you know, a kid again.
All right, so Zach just down Nuke's Natty Daddy.
I'm a natty daddy.
You are a
might say.
daddy.
You might call me a natty daddy.
You are a daddy. Here goes the old E.
Yeah, it's just like a smoky nastiness.
It's like a grandpa spit in your mouth.
Looking for the place to give it all away.
All right, guys, there you have it. That is our first pre-recorded What Are We Drinking?
Yeah.
Again, I tasted all of them. I did give them all a taste. Besides the Bud, I gave them a good taste. The Bud, I did have, Jen caught on to me on that. I did have a very little bit of Budweiser. Because I literally left 2 cans, and I just thought of it one day. I'm like, I wish we just had old beer in the basement because we didn't have any beer down there. And then I was like, oh, we have some. The one thing I should have done is we have non-alcoholic Lagunitas.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I should have just poured one of those in there. But we didn't have any other beers like that would be like sustainable.
That would be a
and, like,
fun one.
enough.
Find the non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah, but do IPAs because
Yeah.
why would you drink a
I
non-alcoholic
mean, I just saw that there was
IPA?
a
Like,
Brooklyn
you
Lager
just like
has
a
a version of that's non-alcoholic. That's called Seeing Things, I think.
Okay, all right. I'm down. We do want to do a non-alcoholic beer thing at some point, even if Rhett and Link just already did it, and fuck them because they're ripping us off left.
They
and
are.
right.
What is it? Somebody
Trevor
won't stop talking.
just won't not shut up. They basically couldn't
They
use.
fucking copied us again!
The
Yeah, man.
motherfuckers.
Jesus Christ! With their
Somebody on their staff is
billions
watching our
of views.
shit.
They had to at this point. Like at some point, somebody had to have Googled "Good Mythical Morning," but spelled "morning" M-O-U-R, like we did the one episode, and
well,
found
we
us.
copied them.
Well, we
with
made
our
fun
whole
of them.
show.
I mean,
there.
Because
Zach-
we love them.
Yeah, because we're obsessed. We're obsessed.
And
That's
Zach,
all.
anytime
We're
you-
like a fucking. We're like
The late night
nasty
version.
version.
We're
Yeah.
the late night,
of them.
yeah, and that's what I
That's
like.
all I want to be.
I want to pitch that. I think they should tap us. I think they should come in and be like, "We're gonna give you like $800 a day."
Instead of good minute, it's good fucking night.
Good fucking
Good
night.
fucking night.
Good fucking night.
But it's K-N-I-G-H-T.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why, but that's
Because
what
it
I
goes
like
with
to do.
morning, a good mythical morning. thing.
Mythical morning. Okay,
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's a joke I made for my first band when we were the Night in Question with the K. But our symbol was the.
The night is it gay? I don't know.
I don't know. What's the-
I'm questioning it still. Our symbol for that band, I've said in the past, was the horse chess piece, the whatever you call the horse.
The rook?
Is it the rook? Yeah.
Knight.
No, the knight. Yeah, the knight. Because
The
the
knight.
night question.
The knight, yeah,
so I
yeah.
used the
God,
night.
we're dumb.
Oh, I
We're
was
so
smart when I was
dumb.
14, and then a
I'll be
marble
honest,
underneath.
I stopped listening to you guys for a second.
Yeah, it's all right. Either way, that was in addition to the sexy food eating was ridiculous to film. That was just really fun to film because it was a dumb idea I had, and I went, well, we're already doing this other thing, so we might as well do this as well.
It's a good stepping stone for doing actual like brewery, or
Yeah.
not breweries, but like featuring
Yeah,
a
featuring.
selection of
Now,
brewery.
I would like to
a single
tease
brew.
with that at some point in the next, I'm going to say by the next live show, we are planning a video that will not feature any of us actually in it. It'll be the first none of us in it video, but it's going to be 2 friends. Is Jen or Sten? Which one is Sten? It's either Sten or Jen, and then another buddy of ours, Johnny, are going to be introducing local bar owners and bar runners to a Chicago beverage known as Malort.
Oh my god.
A
Yep,
beverage
yep.
I have had the mispleasure to consume, and I cannot wait to watch
I've
Veronica
only had
and
Malort
Diane.
when I'm already like absolutely
It doesn't matter.
inebriating.
It hits you
It's
the
so
same
bad.
way, no matter what.
Yep.
It coats the inside of your mouth. Either way, we're gonna do. We actually expanded on this idea a little bit the other night. We're going to do Jen and Johnny doing like history of Malort and then their personal history, and then we're gonna have them introducing it to different different bar owners and everything. But we are going to also
Malort
film.
is terrible.
It
Charlie
is.
says he can't wait for this. Also, I want to touch on something. Zach Dylan asked how we can get in on these videos. You just have to hit me up.
Yeah,
You
hit
just
one
gotta
of us
show up, bro.
If we
We
are
always have
making
ideas and
something
stuff going
you are
on.
available and you're listening to this,
Just
it's
come across the street.
yeah,
bro.
literally we're
We don't live across the street anymore.
Yeah,
do
he
you?
does. I think he's back.
oh
Yeah, I
back
think Zach is
again.
back.
Zach, are you across the street, Zach? Just fucking come
Either
over.
way- either
come
way.
over right now.
We
We,
can
got
set
a
a camera
plethora
up for
of
you.
fucking wine to drink.
No, we've got a lot of nexts for you.
Yeah,
if you
there's
come
plenty
over,
of
I'm
nexts.
giving you only these because I still have a good amount of the first one. That's the worst.
But if anybody wants to do anything, we
Yeah.
are open to ideas.
are
We have a
always
lot of
looking to
things
work
down the
with more
line
people.
that we're working on.
yeah, we've got
and
some. We're trying to do different things. There is another. What started out as an idea for a short film, but now is slowly growing into potentially a full length. That's probably going to make it get pushed back a little bit more than I wanted to. But I
Hell's
am.
Angel Bar that loves Malort in Wichita, Kansas.
Oh hell yeah! That's crazy. Okay, to go back to the Malort thing, we're gonna be filming that video, so that's gonna be coming out by our next live show. But if you can get your hands on Malort, don't. It's not. It's not unless you hate yourself.
It tastes like it sounds.
Yeah, Malort. Like,
But we're shooting off-site on this.
yeah, we're gonna be shooting a couple of them off-site. Some things in the green screen, some things in the basement bar. It really depends on who we wind up having in this. But if you're interested, maybe we're gonna do some local owners of bars to get like just a little cross promotion type of thing going. But probably what's gonna wind up happening is instead of having like a third or a fourth bar, is I'm just gonna be like, all right, let's just bring as many people over and just get a string of people coming in and doing a shot of Malort.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing with Malort is their catchphrase is Malort, I'll have another. So I want to see how many people actually want another.
No.
And that'll be our big thing. I don't ever.
No.
It takes you an hour to get over one. So you might as well do 2, 3, and 5. I get the philosophy behind it.
Yeah.
You might as well do 2, 3, 4,
Just
and
line
5
them up.
like real quick.
Just
Like
line
just
them
go,
up.
go, go.
Yeah.
Because nothing is penetrating. Like you could drink fire after that and you would still
Zach
just
said he's
taste
just
Malort.
what? Fucking walk across the street, Zach. Come on over.
Oh, you could
Yeah.
just be here.
You could just be here, Zach. You live across the street.
If you
Yeah.
came over here, I could pour this glass
You
of
could
wine
be on the
into
show
your
right
mouth.
now.
You
Could be.
You got 15 minutes, Zach. Walk across the street.
But we are, so we're going to be doing that. I also have something in the early stages of planning. We're kind of doing the casting right now.
Really
We're
excited for
going
this,
to be
dude.
doing a radio-style teleplay based on an original script of mine from like 7 years ago that just, not to give anything away, but thematically winds up working way better right now in the world we live in and than it did 7 years ago. Because, I'm like real prophetic like that.
Yeah.
And
Pathetic like that.
I'm sorry, I keep saying that wrong. I'm real pathetic like that. People yell at me all the time. I'm such a prophet.
You're so pathetic, Carl.
I'm such a pathetic.
Carl.
I'm a prophet. I'm a pathet. I'm a pathet.
Pathet?
I'm a pathet.
You're pathetic.
I'm such a pathet. But we pathet. What a dumb sounding word. It's not even a word. It's pathetic. But we are going to be doing a different approach to what we've done in the past. It's going to be an all pre-recorded podcast.
Yeah, we don't have any.
We are going to have voice actors. We are going to be doing narration like a 1930s, 1940s radio telecast would.
Yep.
We are going to be doing Foley work where we get to go out and actually like stab watermelons to make it sound like you're stabbing a human and like
it's going to be a fuck ton of
it's
fun.
going to be
You think
so much
it's
fun to do
watermelons?
the background
Anybody want to get
effects.
stabbed?
If you want to
wanna
be
get
in on
stabbed.
getting stabbed, just walk across the street, Zach. We got recordings going
stab you,
on right
bro.
now.
The pathetic prophet.
That sounds like a real bad band.
Yes, it does.
Prophecy Patheticy. That would be our first album.
Yeah.
It's, when you just kind of take the same word. Parentheses, prophecies. Prophecies. Oh, God. But yeah, if you want to get in on getting stabbed, let us know. We'd be down to stab you. And
yes, a radio drama.
Yeah, a radio drama. It is a drama.
Going back to I don't even remember.
Yeah, basically our idea about the idea that I had with the person who is basically going to be directing all the acting and doing all the casting, our friend Marissa Miller from the What Do We Know. She is kind of taking the reins on this. I'm going to be doing a voice in it, but mostly we're going to be taking the technical aspect and the production side of it and just running with that. But we are, I'm really excited about that whole project. Yeah. It isn't fully cast at the moment, so if you are interested in doing voiceovers and stuff like that, let us know. Yeah. Like if you want to do character work, if you want to do narration work, anything we're going to have multiple things like this if this one works. Yeah. This one story will be continuous, but if it's fun and we like doing it, we can, spin off and do other ideas. If you're a writer and you're just writing a short and you go, I can transform that, because that's what I have to deal with right now. After tonight, after doing all these videos for tonight, I now have to rewrite a script from 7 years ago as a radio teleplay, which is going to be fun because I'm just going to have the Rod Serling voice in my head.
The Rod Stewart voice in my head.
Yeah, the Rod Stewart.
I've always got Rod Stewart in my head.
Rod Stewart is always... Is he just saying man to you over and over again?
Yeah, you should have sex tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Rod.
I'm Rod Stewart.
I'm Rod Stewart. I have sex every night.
Every day, every moment, I'm sexual.
Just always having sex. My name is Rod Stewart.
Oh, he does.
Speaking of Rod Stewart, we met somebody fun in D&D recently.
Wait, I'm sorry. Say this all again? Speaking of Rod Stewart, you met someone fun.
We met somebody fun in D&D recently.
Oh, we met somebody fun in D&D. Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
Justin, your segues are impeccable when I understand them.
Yeah.
We are. Yeah, we should. I guess we should talk about
We'll
D&D.
do, Zach.
We're doing. We're on episode 8 right now of Not Safe for Dungeons and Dragons. Zach's the dungeon master. Justin and I play our respective characters. I am Leslie Storksblood.
Yep.
And Justin
Blamus Elroy. On the hunt to look for Duke Angus.
Yeah, and I'm just out to ruin lives and murder people, apparently.
The last episode, I feel like we really hit a good stride.
Oh, we hit a very good stride.
Well, having more abilities and things to do is a lot more opening.
But Zach, I just for people that do listen to it, I'm curious if you picked up on this, because playing it I did not. And kudos to Zach on this. And if you're not listening to it, you should. Not Safe for Dungeons and Dragons, brought to you by Moot.tv and Houseboat. Yeah. Available every other week when we have time.
Yes.
Speaking of, we should probably record an episode soon.
We should probably do
I'm a dwarf, not a hobbit, okay?
Yeah, you're a dwarf, and I am a half elf. And Zach is the DM.
Every other character.
Also every other character. But this week, to go to Justin, what you're saying, we met the Ozman this week.
We met the Ozman, yeah.
He
got some
is
new
a
weapons.
purveyor of weapons and many things, and he likes to eat metal.
He does.
And wood, but he ate metal first, and then I coined the phrase, that was so metal.
Yeah.
And then my hands just did that automatically.
Yeah.
It was I was being compelled to do it. But we're having a lot of fun, and I think to really give credit to Zach, last week you and I opted to do something that he just had not planned for.
Yeah.
And you legit improvised a whole battle scene against us.
Yeah.
And characters and like a whole layout. Like you didn't have a map, you didn't have anything. And that is where I definitely feel like we're hitting a good stride in this right now.
Yes.
Where you were able to just run with our fuckery, as you call it, and our just absolute stupidity and lack of knowledge of the game. And we improvised the whole battle and introduced a character that I don't know whether or not you were planning on introducing at all.
Well, we don't know who it is just yet.
No. I'm saying the wife. Like,
the wife. Yeah.
Like the wife of the farmer that we went to go visit. And then a whole background story and all this stuff. And I'm like, maybe he had this plan, maybe he didn't. But at the end of it, you're just like, all of that was just made up off the top of my dome.
That's the most fun part.
It was so good. It was so much fun.
I feel like the fact that we can do that, or that we've done it, I'm not saying every time, obviously you're going to have us go down a
there
specific
have been
path
plenty
at
of
times.
30-second clips that Zach has to cut out of me going, I don't know what to do right now, guys. What am I doing? I don't got no daggers no more. Why am I speaking Brooklyn?
Although the bows, the crossbows seem to be much better for
I've moved on to a crossbow, guys. It's an upside down crossbow because it's more goth. And I love it. I also the sword I have, the rapier, the glass rapier, which Zach literally just sculpted because I've lost my rapier, and he's like, motherfucker, I'll give you a rapier, but every time you use it, you have to roll a d20, and if I go below, with my adjustment, if I go below a 6, if I go 6 or below, it breaks.
Yep.
And I don't always roll good.
There's just such a fun aspect of being a
so
DM.
stoked to that.
Where there's a give and a take.
Sure.
And at any point, I could take whatever I want from you.
Well, you told us in the last episode, you went, I'm thoroughly enjoying just taking all of your weapons from you.
Yeah.
And then the next episode, you give me a weapon that will break whenever my die wants it to. Like, fuck, it's good. It's good. And I really wanted to use it during that fight. And now that I know that you improvised it, if I had pulled it out and then used it, and then it broke, and then you told me you had improvised that whole thing, and we walked into battle just because we wanted to, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been justice right there. That would have been poetic justice. But holy shit, I'm having a blast with this. Like, it's literally.
Yeah.
I am very mad at myself that we didn't play D&D, or I didn't play D&D with people growing up. I didn't know anybody that really played it.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing.
And
there was a very big. I mean, there still is sort of a
I think I
stigma
might
to
have
it,
given
but-
off an image in high school that I might have been like dorky enough to play it, but want to be cool enough to make fun of you for playing it. So it makes sense that people playing Magic, I just ripped on them back, and I was like, oh, look at this. Look at these dorks. Cut to 30, and I'm sitting up here.
Hey kid, you want
No
to play
wife,
some
no
Magic?
kids asking people to play Magic with me.
Hey kid, you want to play Magic?
Yeah, but no, I'm willing to admit that I think I might be a little bit of a dork, guys.
Yeah, hey,
a little bit.
I think
Maybe.
we all are. We do have some comments
you
from
are.
Charlie. It
All right,
says
what we got in the
when
chat?
we have time.
Yeah,
He says, I need consistency. I don't care about your time. I care about my time and routine. And then says, Kyle would show up for a dirty 20, it sounds like.
What's a dirty 20?
I don't know.
I don't know what dirty. I mean,
dirty 20, bro.
Oh,
When
yeah,
you get
yeah.
a 20, but it's not now.
Oh, yeah,
20.
I
20,
dirty
yeah.
20 all the time.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do.
I got a plus 5. No, I got a plus 5. I dirty 21 a lot. That's really what it is. I get a 6. I roll a 16 often. I've realized going.
And I read
back
that
and listening
wrong.
to.
He said would show a nip for a dirty 20.
A
nip?
nip.
A nip.
Oh yeah, I would give you my nipple for any roll really. But I got that plus 5
long as it's not
in
0.
dexterity, man. My character's got that plus 5. It's the only thing I got. It's the
Your
only thing I have
health,
going for
dude.
me. I'm at 11.
Yeah, you're
What
at
are you at?
11. 20.
Yeah, you're level 3 and you have 11
I have
hit
11,
points,
guys.
bro.
I'm good because I'm so good at jumping away from things and jumping on top of things and putting knives
But
in
not
things'
stabbing.
heads.
But not stabbing all. Well, it does work out. I mean, you do get better.
I've
Your
got better.
rolls have
I
gotten better.
sacrificed a dagger to kill a demon, which then admitting to that got us into a terrible fight.
I mean, true.
But yeah,
But you still didn't believe that I could carry that fucking chest of golds with all that water, motherfucker.
I didn't. I still don't believe how. Like that is the most of all the things we've done. You holding onto a chest of gold as you are swimming is the most impossible rolls.
Dude, I set that up for you to fail, and
know
you guys
you did.
didn't fail. I was like, I'm gonna take everything from these guys,
Yeah.
and you fucking made it through
And
with
then
so
you
much.
sent a shark. It was swimming underwater for like 40 yards, and then a shark to shore, and you're just pulling me carrying nothing. I'm just like, I can't swim over here. Like, oh no, somebody. I was the little kid screaming for help, but I was too proud to scream for help, and you're just like, I gotta go back and save this guy. God, that was That was a fun listen back to. That was really good. My character is kind of pathetic because it's
I think
just.
all of ours are.
I mean, all of ours are, but
In a sense.
just on the attack side of
The
things.
cleric is not though.
The cleric is.
the
baller.
yeah. I mean,
Last episode, the cleric sucked though.
Yeah, he did. He did. My
had a
crossbow. And to go back to
hangover,
that,
okay?
my
The
crossbow
cleric had a
was a good
hangover.
one. He was very hungover. You should have been rolling like you should have been prone the whole thing. You should have been like fucking like if you were like really. I mean, I'm not trying to give you ideas to make this harder on us, but like if we are hungover, you should start being like. All right, well you gotta what's when you gotta roll twice for you got a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a good thing to start. Like, if we decide to party, we should not be sharp in the morning. We should not be sharp until like 1, 2 o'clock after like a fried egg and a biscuit.
Yeah.
We have to go
But all
find
we
a
have is
fried
curry.
egg, and all we have is this shit curry that we've just decided doesn't expire. I'm gonna carry it for forever whenever I need power. But if none of what we just said makes sense to you, go listen to Not Safe for Dungeons and Dragons. Again, it's every other Monday when we are on time.
Usually
But
every other
Monday.
Yeah. I mean, the last couple of months have been a little
Well,
crazy,
since the
so-
holidays, we kind of took a holiday break there. A holiday / funerals break. And, but we will be back and more regular with that, so keep an eye out.
Yeah.
And also, just anybody listening that is interested, like we said, in doing anything, contact any of us. If you are somebody that likes writing, we are looking to start getting more into some written work on the website itself, houseboat.live.
You write Bigfoot erotica?
If you write any
Yeah.
type of anything, we're
Any type of erotica.
if I can read it and it doesn't like make me want to shoot myself in the foot, we're probably gonna put it out.
Just
I
no
just learned to
political.
read.
No.
Yeah, we don't want to lean too heavy into the heavy-handed.
I mean, if you're
political
writing a
shit.
piece
we're not
that
doing
ends up-
op-eds and stuff. We're doing fantasy. We're doing
fun.
beer and food, just stupid funsy
Fun.
stuff.
We're trying to get you away from the world for
Yeah,
a bit.
this is a good escape. Housebot.
Housebot.
I keep saying
Oh
housebot.
my god, I just had the dumbest idea.
Do it.
I can't believe I'm going to say this out loud. Let's go, Brendan.
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 Yeah. Just start selling knockoff shirts. I'm down with selling knockoff
dude.
shirts. If you have T-shirt ideas, we'll
Brendan.
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 Brendan. D-O-N.
Oh man.
Shall we, Brendan?
Yeah, yes. No,
Shall
yeah,
we,
that's
Brendan?
the only political shit we're taking is shall we, Brendan?
Shall we, Brendan? That's. Shall we?
Well, looks like we got a new
Shall we,
writer.
Brendan?
Supernatural and Harry Potter erotica.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah,
literally,
I'm so
we will
about that,
publish
dude.
it. If you did not, again, watch the Valentine's Day food eating or the beer drinking, we're trying to it's just balls to the wall, whatever you want to fucking do. Like, we edit, but nothing's censored.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that we
It's
say is like,
demonetized, but that's
So,
because
and
we're
I
not
do
making
want to
money.
say I have switched officially. The Houseboat TLJ is a TikTok channel.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
making TikToks.
oh wait, I have
on the-
one already made. Did you get?
I
We have
switched it
two.
to that because
do you
know
have
Megan.
my? Do
I'm
you have my
making them.
control now, or
No,
did I?
no. I have.
So I should just delete it.
So mine was.
Oh wait, I realized TikTok just starts playing things. Let me not open TikTok.
Mine was the for NSF D&D.
Yes.
But we didn't do enough D&D TikToks.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm just doing TikToks.
Alright.
Well, we should start
It's
doing
under
the
the name.
I'll start getting
Houseboat
stuff cut up.
TLJ.
I'll
We
start
should
getting
start
stuff
doing
cut
the
up.
idea, and feel free, listeners, to start doing this with us. From the short film, there is the one line that is on the poster, and it is kind of like the best delivered line, everything about it, and it's probably the most commonly used amongst our friends now, quote from the film, and that is, well, that's a sad plan, not a good plan.
Yeah.
I can tell you. But not a sad plan, not a good plan. We want to start doing like TikToks and dumb little short videos and Instagram videos of just you. If you're in nature and you see somebody doing something that you know is going to end poorly, just take a video of it. Don't help them. Don't help them. Take a video of it and just go, Well, that's a sad plan, not a good plan.
Or I can make that. I
Hashtag
can make that.
sad plan, not a good plan.
Or I can make that.
This is the last of the wine. I
have some freak show here.
He's got some freak
Are
show.
we gonna rate this?
Oh, we have to do that.
Dude, yeah, we do need it. Yeah. So, let's close with doing
Also,
that.
while you're talking,
While you're talking, you'll talk. All right.
We do have other projects coming across from. I think all of us are on, but what do we know coming up?
Yeah. We're gonna be featured on. But what do we know? Are you doing an episode?
Huh?
Did she text you, or is Justin and I the cool ones?
No, I didn't get it.
All right, so
Alright,
Justin
so-
and I, not Zach, will be guests on upcoming episodes of But What Do We Know?
Really?
Filling in for their host Anna, who is going to
Really,
be on maternity
Marissa?
leave. Wow,
Really,
Marissa?
Marissa?
It makes sense. Cool
Really,
enough to party
Marissa?
with. You're the pretty one, not the smart one, you know.
No, because they probably fucking called like fuck my girlfriend about it. She's saving.
Yeah, that could be.
Oh,
that
wow.
could be. Hey, you know what? That kind of is. Maybe this is the thing that propels Justin and I, and you just left in the dust because it could be your Hulk Hogan moment.
Well,
Where
here,
Hulk Hogan,
we just
wait. Hulk Hogan once was offered this deal, and his wife took the message and went, "He's not interested," and hung up. And that deal became the George Foreman Grill. It would have been the Hulk Hogan Grill, and his wife didn't take the message. So Justin, here's to our Hulk Hogan Grills. Fuck you.
But dude,
We're rising to the top.
I'd rather be Hulk Hogan than George Foreman any day, baby.
I don't know. His grill has given me plenty of lean meat.
Yeah, but
That's about
but
it.
Hulk
Hogan's given me plenty of Brooke
Hulk
Hogan.
Hogan's son killed your friend.
He did kill my friend. He did.
I'm sorry.
That's a
Kyle.
true story. I don't think we ever talked about that
We've
on
never
the show.
talked about that. I'm
Never
sorry
on the
to
show.
bring it up.
Hulk Hogan's son famously was in a car accident that killed my best friend from when I was 8.
Yeah.
That's a weird. I don't know how that's never come up in conversation
I
before.
think we've talked about
Because
it on
we've
the show
recorded
before.
Oh, have we?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm drunk enough to.
Well, dude,
bring it up
we're
now.
wine
Sorry,
drunk.
Kyle.
Speaking of,
Yeah,
Hulk
we're
Hogan
wine
killed
drunk.
my best friend. All right, so Apothic Inferno, whiskey barrel aged for 60 days, fucking delicious, and I'm drunk. 98.
I'm sorry, dude.
No,
I'm sorry, dude. I
it's
feel
just-
bad now.
No. We definitely have talked about it on the show. Justin, you remember.
yeah.
We
Justin's
definitely.
acting like a hacker in the 90s
Sorry,
movie
I'm
right
getting
now.
private message from Charlie saying everything Kyle was saying right now. I can help with you all cleaning up for cross-platform. It's kind of my thing. So
Wait, with the what?
for getting stuff out on TikTok and other things. So
Oh, hell yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah, help
so,
us. Give us shit for free.
so,
If it's booze.
so Apothic Red, I do like this. This has a good burn to it.
Inferno, baby.
Inferno. It
It's-
does. It is represented in the taste. This is a solid
I'm
burn.
fucking drunk.
Justin, you like the fruitier.
yeah, this.
What are you
It's
thinking
okay.
on this one?
This is okay.
Can you taste that whiskey burn in there though?
I
like,
can taste. Yes.
all over your
Is it
mouth.
rum?
It's whiskey barrel aged
Oh,
for
whiskey
60
barrels.
days.
Okay, all right.
I love this. I don't know how many whiskey barrel aged wines I've had, but if we're going again for a red, a dry, not a sweet. I forget what I gave the last one, but I gotta give this one a little bit higher because without much sweetness, it is. I'm enjoying this. I'm gonna go.
I mean, it's a solid
I think I
wine.
went early 80s, low 80s. I'm gonna go 83. I'm gonna go 83 on this, and I feel like all wines get me happy, drunk enough that none of them are gonna be below a fucking like 70. Whatever. Zach, 0 to 100 on this.
85. This shit's good.
It's good, right?
Great. I like it.
I'm a little bit under you guys only because this is not my style.
There's
of
no
wine.
sweetness to it.
No,
It is just
it's not.
burn.
But it's not. It's still considered
It's
a dry
smoky,
wine, right?
dry. Oh yeah.
But it's not like champagne dry that you'll get in certain wines.
I mean, yeah, not as much because like champagne, you get the bubbly with it too. So
well,
it
you
adds
do,
different
but what
effect.
I'm saying, like like an
Champagne is
IPA
more
and a
like-
beer where it just sits.
Wait, you mean like this type of beer?
No,
it's
no,
dry.
no.
It's not as dry as Next because it has flavor. But it is that dryness in there. It leaves your mouth like still. I don't know. This one's
guess we'll
heated,
have
so
it
it's
next.
kind of like it's a mixture of like I'm getting like dry mouth, but also I'm getting a
Yeah.
very like salivating mouth
It's
from
okay.
the heat. I'm liking it. So
75.
75. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right, guys. Well, we've already plugged pretty much everything that we've got going on. We've already plugged pretty much everything that our friends have going on. Go check out Steve-O and Jen, the Crippling Addictions. Eve, also the drummer of the Crippling Addictions. Go check them out. Check out their music and shows coming up in the future, possibly. We'll see about that. Go check out But What Do We Know? Again, episodes coming out in the future. We'll get Zach on one of them. We'll just sneak Zach onto one of ours, and you'll just like come in the middle and be like, I got a mystery for you. I got a mystery. Why am I not included?
Maybe you guys are on it because I'm the killer.
Oh,
in the episode.
maybe.
Okay, all right. So we do an episode where in the middle of both Justin and our episodes, you just come in and murder us.
Yeah.
And then Marissa has to solve the case.
Yes.
That sounds wonderful. Keep an eye out for the Malort video, which is going to be made in the next month or so. And then also the radio teleplay, which we'll just tease a little bit here. We're not going to go too much into when and where and all of that just yet. As always, you can check out our music. It's everywhere. Brunch music is everywhere you get music.
Yeah.
You can find
in
it
the
on
air.
Apple. It's in the air. Just feel it. You can feel it
YouTube.
with your balls.
I still have to
everywhere.
upload some of the songs from Wasted and Waiting. And
onto YouTube. Yeah, you gotta
I
finish
have to
getting
do
that up. But everywhere, but I mean, YouTube, you can still find it because it's on the music channel, just not on our direct channel.
True.
Go check out the short film, the Basement Bar, if you haven't yet. The theatrical version is available on Houseboat's YouTube account, and then you can also check out the Sexy Food Eating, already out, and soon the What Are We Drinking More Bad Beer will be available to all of you. I forget how we sign off on this one. Did we come up with a thing since the last
Come up
show?
with the thing right now.
Well, I come up with things all the time. Justin, thank you for being here and doing
man.
everything that you do and
You're
editing
welcome.
everything. Zach,
I would just like to let you know
Yeah.
that we're gonna end with the song "This Is My Sexy Face."
oh, okay. We're gonna end with "This Is My Sexy Face," which is a song that was included in the Valentine's Day food eating, the sexy food eating. But yeah, thanks Justin for everything that you do. Thanks Zach for everything that you do and for being here.
I'm trying.
You're drunk. I'm very drunk. I'm probably
drunk, dude.
the most drunk I've been at
The
the end of the
wine
show in a
gets
very
you
long time.
drunk, dude.
We only split 2 bottles between the 3 of us. Like
Yeah.
it's not like I've drank
but
2
dude,
bottles
that
in a
shit's
night.
16%.
Yeah, this is good. This is good.
Yeah.
It's burning. It's burning. Well, for Houseboat Live, he's Justin. He's Zach. I'm Kyle. And we'll be back in probably 2 months with new stuff. Keep an eye out on the channel and everywhere else.
We may release things before that.
Yeah. And not safe for Dungeons and Dragons again every other Monday. There's 8 episodes out now that you can go check up on. But yeah, for Houseboat Live, thank you guys so much for joining in and chatting along and being with us. We got so much more on the horizon. We are looking forward to working with Amy that is interested in working with us, and
Also, anybody
making things
that's-
that creep other people out.
Anybody that's talking about equipment, we are working on going towards new equipment. The fact that
Yeah.
we have done test runs of stuff and we know that they work,
Yep.
and we know that there's things that we want to do, that is the next focus. We are
Oh yeah.
moving forward visually.
Yep, we're every week I'm buying new dumb little gadgets and upgrading our ability to do stuff. So sooner or later we're gonna be a full blown studio,
Maybe
bro.
one day.
No, we're gonna run this town. What town are we in technically right now? Is it East
East
Stroudsburg?
Stroudsburg.
Yeah,
Go
we're gonna
fuck
fucking run
yourself.
this town. Fuck yourselves. Fuck you, Justin.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
Eat
want to say
shit.
fuck you, but eat shit, I guess.
All right.
Thank you
thanks.
guys so much. We'll see you next time on the next Houseboat Live. Love you.
Goodbye.
Thanks for the support.
You're cool. I
Here's,
don't hate you.
This is my sexy face.
This is my sexy face. We'll see you later, guys.
Later.
Bye.